Hello everyone, welcome to Guidely. This is Aditya. So today I have invited one of the very special guests who is going to be the part of our mentorship team of Guidely for the interview preparation, Mr. Sambasivan sir. Sir, welcome to Guidely, sir. Sir is having the experience with the banking industry for very long. He was working as a chief manager with Indian Bank, and from the past approximately 20 years, sir is guiding to the student also regarding how to prepare for the banking interview and regarding multiple banking sector examination. So welcome to Guidely, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, today's session objective is we have SBI PO interview phase in front of us, and candidates are going to face their psychometric test very soon. They are confused that this psychometric test, it is qualifying in nature, or is there any marks, or some students are asking, if I will miss it, will I be allowed to attend the interview or not, because they are conducting it on the separate day. So let's start with the basic thing, like can you tell something about the psychometric? What is the reason why SBI is conducting it, and what will be the pattern? A little idea about psychometric, sir.
Thank you. Psychometric test, I think this time they are conducting on 19th of November. And I understand the psychometric test duration maybe what is the time limit they allowed last time for this one in psychometric test?
Last time, sir, 75-minute time slot they have given. 75-minute total time.
75 minutes. And
and 263 questions were there. 75-minute, 263 questions. And they have given the question in two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1, there were 23 questions with 2 options. And part 2, there were 240 questions with 4 options. Although students were taken only 35-minute time only to complete it. So, but they are worried this year that there will be because those who are attending for the first time, they are not aware about what will be the level and what is the reason of conducting it. Why it is important?
Psychometric test is conducted to test the practical ability of an individual to deal along with members, say in a stressful situation, how he can get along with them. For example, State Bank of India, in fact, their executives are very proud that the footfall in State Bank of India is the highest. And
Correct.
Invariably, in many interviews, they ask candidates, how will you manage this? You have been working in a private sector bank where you see only computer, you don't see people much. So that way, this psychometric test will try to evaluate a person's ability to tolerate stress, to be in a position to take decisions, and easy balance in facing situations. So questions will be selected based on that, like say, I like to make friendship with people easily, yes or no. Some such questions will be asked, and these questions will be very easy. Candidates need not have any hesitation about this. Most important thing is you should be keeping your answers consistently. You cannot say one time, I agree with being a friend along with friends. On another stage, you say, I am not agreeing to be with friends. You should not say like that. And the psychometric test is done as told by you in a question of so many minutes, 75 minutes and all that. At the end of which they find out the profile of the person. And this profile is given to the interview group also, the interview panel members. And these marks are in no way taken into account for the purpose of selection of probationary officer, because the panel members are given this profile. We don't know whether it will directly influence them or not, but it will give them an idea, and then marks allotted for that is only 0, whereas 75 marks are allotted for the written test.
Yes, sir.
The marks scored by them in the written test will be converted to 75. And for the sake of, say, our GD and group exercise, 20 marks are allotted.
Correct.
And for interview, 30 marks are allotted. This 50 marks Scores obtained in this 50 marks will be converted to 25.
25.
25. So now we have total 100. Based on that, the candidate will be selected. So candidates appearing for the first time for psychometric, please don't have any fear about it. It will be a very child's play for you, but you cannot miss the test. Unless you attend the test, you will not be permitted to take the interview. So that's a very important point. Yeah.
Correct, sir. Second thing, sir, after psychometric test, you have given a brief idea that this test will not attract any marks. There is no qualifying pass and fail about this test. But everyone need to attend it for sure and maintain the consistency in your answers. This is important because
But
same type of questions.
I didn't
Yes,
use
sir.
this word consistency. What you told is correct. It should be consistent answers. Correct.
Consistent answers. Okay. So means they should not change the pattern of answers at two different places, because similar type of question they will be raising again with a new type of language. They will change the language and similar type of questions will be there. Okay. Now second thing, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
one point, the question paper is only in English or in Hindi also?
It will be there in both language.
Normally, yeah.
I have not confirmed it, but I think it will be there in both language because questions are very easy, extremely easy. So I don't think that will be a problem for
even if it is in English only, it should not be a problem for the candidate.
It should not be a problem because they are extremely easy, very, very easy.
Very.
Second thing, sir, I want to we need to give a little clarity for the candidate regarding the difference between GD and GE round of State Bank of India. That what is the basic difference between group discussion and group exercise for SBI? Because those who are attending for the first time, they are aware about GD, but for the people, it is GE completely new. That what is this group exercise? So can you just give a little brief about the GD round, sir? What will be GD?
GD round. First, we will take up the group exercise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll show the question then. Yeah. I'll just put up the
group
question
exercise.
of group exercise.
I will talk about group exercise.
So here is.
Yeah. Candidates, you are seeing on the screen are guidely pattern of question. That is group exercise question. That is a newly joined bank officer, age about 27, seeks advice on how to invest his salary for the long term. You have to prioritize financial instruments based on return, safety, tax benefits, and the liquidity. The choices given are mutual funds, fixed deposits, equity shares, real estate, term insurance with investments, then public provident fund. So these are the 6 items given. So your exercise also will be like this, not necessarily the same question, but different question with different options. The candidates will be asked to rank these choices as first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Supposing in this, I consider as an old man, you may be able to decide which one I will decide as the first one. Obviously, fixed deposit, because I am of the view that it should be 100% safe. But this question is asked from the angle of a person who is only 27. So you will have to put yourself into the shoes of the person aged 27 and then rank. In that case, he will probably rank equity shares first because they give better options, more, say, income. And probably next option, he may go for mutual funds. And thereafter, he may decide, I want to buy a house. So he may allot some portion for real estate. Then he would also like to save some money on, say, income tax. So he will put on public provident fund as fourth. Then probably term insurance, maybe 5. And last for him, maybe fixed deposit. Invariably, bank employees, especially officers, we don't allot sufficient amount for putting it in fixed deposit. In fact, there have been many occasions when I used to open a recurring deposit. It will be closed before the end of the period because we need to take it up. So likewise, you now put yourself in the shoes of a person aged 27, you rank it. You need not go by the ranking I have given. So you will rank it first. And after this is over, you will be asked to sit along with other members, normally 10 or 8 people. Supposing on a day they may call in batches of 10 or 20 like that. If there are 20 people, it will be divided into 2 groups. So in the groups, you will be asked to sit down and discuss with other members and then decide about which option the group would like to give as the first.
First
So
priority.
in that case, if I have marked equity share as the first, probably I may like to tell the group, hello friends, I am of the view I should invest or give more priority for equity shares because that one, our share market is going very well nowadays. Stock market, I mean, our Bombay Stock Exchange Sensex is also rising steadily. So I will prefer that. I think majority of our friends will like it. I'll stop at that stage, then others will continue. It will go like that. We will rank in the group. And after the group ranking is done, the exercise over, where probably the evaluators may try to find out the difference in scores obtained by them. For example, if I have put for equity shares number 1, but the group is deciding it as the 5th option, the difference will be 4. Minus or plus is a different thing that will be arrived, and then a total will be found. So what then the depending on the difference score obtained by the candidate, the evaluators can decide or find out whether the particular candidate has been going along with the group, has been able to say put forth his views properly on the group. They will study and they will also evaluate your ability to be a member of the group and get along with them and try to put your leadership style on the group. These points they will try to evaluate from you through this exercise. And this is one part. I don't know how many marks. Probably they will allot 10 marks for this and the 10 marks for our group discussion. And yeah, this is what I'd like to tell about this. And if you have any other points, you can add on this.
Yeah, no, sir, you have covered everything. So I'll just come up with the conclusion part that
Yeah.
group exercise is a part where they are giving us a type of situation with the priority list. Individually, first we need to decide our priority, then we need to discuss with our team while giving the validate reasons that why I'm keeping this point on the top, and we need to try to convince our team also along with the priority list. This is what in the group exercise any candidate required to be do, which is completely different from the group discussion part.
Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
So you explained it. You explained it very well. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So after this, sir, if GD, like most of the candidate have already gone through with the GD in the college days and all, uh, like they are giving a particular topic and around that topic we need to put the point of view. So is it same like GD which SBI is also going to do?
See, in the case of group discussion, we may
Yes, sir.
get a topic which is more talked about nowadays. And like say, one nation, one election, something like that. Or sometimes in the earlier days and all, the famous topic used to be love marriage versus arranged marriage. Now that topic has gone out of date. So now they give you something which is current. So based on that, I think the topic on digitalization, like that, it can be given. Can you tell me in what way they form this question on digitalization and bank?
Yeah, they can raise the question like impact of digitalization or digitization in the banking industry, or impact
a-
of AI in the banking industry. AI, usually they ask the question impact of AI. This was our topic last time also.
artificial intelligence.
Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
Thank you. Thanks for giving the question. So, for succeeding in this group exercise, what is required is your, say, willingness to communicate freely with others without any fear. That is, when we talk in a group of 10 people, you should think you are the leader and you must be able to put forth your views with confidence. That can be done if you have the habit of reading newspaper or reading magazines, and also you have an ability to analyze, think about various situations. I think in State Bank of India, the TD is be conducted in both English for those who select for English and in Hindi for those who select for Hindi. Is it correct?
Correct, sir. Correct.
Yeah, yeah. So that is one. So candidates coming with Hindi background, if they are very confident about that, no problem. They can manage. But only the Southern India candidates, they stand at a disadvantage. Majority of them, though they are very good in English, they are not good in communication because they lack the confidence. They believe that they cannot talk well because they have been talking only in the local language, like say Tamil in the case of myself, or Telugu, whatever it is. And same problem may be there. Of course, in West Bengal, they talk mostly in Bengali or Assamese and all that. Even there, some portion of the people have problem in talking in Hindi. So when they opt for English, what they should do is they should participate actively in supplementing the view they have on this particular point. And these points that you are telling should demonstrate that you are a good team player. You are a good team player. That is, when necessary, you will rise up to the occasion, take responsibility, and perform well along with other members. That's one point. Second point is that you have a good reasoning ability. So the points that you are going to tell, like our sir so told now, you have to tell the reasoning. The reason on account of which you have ranked this as first, that was in group exercise. Here, when you are going to discuss about group in the group discussion, where you want to put forth your point, you will have to reason out that and explain very well. Then it should also demonstrate and bring out your leadership qualities. The leader should be one who gets along with other members of the group. He must give suggestions when required. At the same time, he cannot ignore, say, a sort of not being orderly in the group. Whenever there is a lot of chaos and all, the leader can take responsibility and say, hello, friends, let us try to talk one by one so that everybody gets a chance. Something like that, when you say, you may be considered as a person who evinces interest in showing the leadership. You are able to give direction to the group and you are able to coordinate the effort. And you also contribute for group discussions at regular intervals. This is one important point. You cannot be talking like me for a long time. I am doing this as for guidance to you. But in a GED, you will talk for 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Then let others talk. Based on others' points and all, you will again contribute. Like that, if you can do it roughly for 3 or 4 occasions, your presence will be felt by the evaluators. So that is what is more important. The evaluators must be able to rate you as a person who is evincing leadership style, who is also able to contribute. Some of the other qualities that are being tested are that your flexibility. Are you a flexible person where, as particular point you have told, another group member has been able to put forth his view in a better way, and many others also follow with them, then possibly there is nothing wrong in your agreeing to his view. So that is known as you are being flexible. Then while being flexible doesn't mean you will listen to everybody, whatever everybody says. No, you must have heard the story of, say, an old man, a young man, and a donkey. You must have heard about that, where you know what happens. So all the three of them were walking. Then people going on the road, they said, why this old man is making this child walk? So then he put the child on the donkey and they were walking. After some time, some others commented, look, instead of this old man sitting on the donkey, this poor boy is being kept on that. So the boy was asked to walk. This old man sat on that. After some time, what happened? They started carrying donkey themselves. So likewise, we cannot be accepting to everybody's views. You must be assertive. You must be assertive where your viewpoint is correct. There is nothing wrong in your standing by that and say, this is the reason. At the same time, it should not be an aggressive attitude. You should not be an aggressive attitude. Then you must, your discussion in the group, they must reveal your initiative taking ability. You are a person who can initiate discussions like that. Then it should also tell about your creativity and out of the box thinking. You must have seen that 9 dots exercise where you have to join with 4 straight lines. Unless you go out of that line, you cannot join all the 9 dots. That is a famous exercise for creativity. Another famous exercise for creativity is the uses of a pencil, black lead pencil. Say in colleges, when I conduct, I used to get initially I will ask them to write the uses. Then when they ask them to discuss tell out the ideas, I will write on the board. There were days when I have written more than 50 to 60 uses. See, what is important in creativity is that you should not evaluate the alternatives and judge it. You collect all the alternatives as a brainstorming from and out of that later on we can decide which method we have to use. So this out of box thinking has to be adopted by you in group discussion also. And whether the candidate or you has the ability to inspire others. That is what is more important. Wherever you go in some groups, there emerges a leader who can influence others, who can inspire others, like the famous our political personalities. I'm not getting into that. So you must have an ability to inspire them by your views, the way you are explaining it. And another important quality they will test is, do you listen to others? You cannot be always talking. You must listen to others. And are you aware of what is happening in micro and macro environment? Are you in the know of things? Your awareness also will be tested. And you must sit in a proper manner in a chair where they are asking you to sit and discuss the points, covering all the aspects I have told, covering all. And then there come some doubts. Sir, can I use quotes during discussions? You can use a quote if you feel it is relevant for that exercise. If it is relevant for that exercise, then you can talk about it. For example, in one group discussion, it was told about some, if the topic of group discussion is, should censor board be abolished? You can start with the quote like, hidden apples are always sweeter. For a group discussion topic, customer is the king. You could quote Sam of Walmart is famous saying, there is only one boss, the customer, and he can fire everybody in the company from the chairman on down simply by spending his money somewhere else. That means he will go to some other shop. So this is one thing, but this may appear slightly above our ability. Don't confuse yourself. If you are confident of quotes, tell it. If you can define a topic very well, do it. If you can raise a question about a particular observation, do it. And also by initiating a discussion with a shocking statement is another way to attract the group. For example, the impact of population of the Indian economy. You can start with at the center of Indian capital. stands a population clock that ticks away relentlessly. That is, our population is rising. You can raise that point, and if you have some facts, you can tell about that. At the same time, it should not be as if you are telling only numbers always. Sometimes some people are able to participate well if they are able to sell some short story like that, and a general statement also can be told, and uh, you can do like that. And towards the end, when the conclusion has to be arrived, at that time,
Hmm.
avoid raising new points, and
Hmm.
do not avoid staying only on your point. You are summarizing the discussion of the entire group. So you can say the topic was like this, and some of the members supported this view, many others supported like this, and don't worry about your point, and
Hmm.
avoid dwelling on one aspect only in the discussion. Keep it brief and concise. That will be the ideal way of concluding the group.
Hmm.
Normally, in group discussions, the initiator and the concluder, they score very good marks in that. But all the 10 of us cannot initiate, cannot conclude. So, in which
Correct.
case, you may be in the second or third place. So, but even if you are in the second or third place, do not miss your opportunity to talk for 3 or 4 times. So that is what is more important. And
Hmm.
whether you talk in a consistent way, like say carrying on your view properly, that will also be looked into by the evaluators. And you should not go away from the topic. You should confine yourself to the topic, and you should try to keep latest information on the topic you are talking. You must be very polite, and when there may be occasions when people may try to provoke you, you should not get provoked. Most important, do not wait for your turn to speak. When there is a gap, you try to utilize it and speak, so that you are able to impress the evaluator. So let me
Hmm.
summarize. The best scoring points are: one, initiation of discussion, always keeping or trying to keep discussion on track, and conclusion on time, and your capability to keep your cool and listen as well, and putting your own points. So these are some of the points I thought I can tell about group discussion. And if you have something more to add, I'd be happy.
No, sir. You have given the brief idea about the group discussion. I think it will be a type of proper lecture for the student. Those who are going for the GD, they can get complete input about the group discussion, like how they need to go. One in the last, sir, I just want that what are the things students should prepare for the interview, like they are confused in the current affairs parts, how many months current affairs required. I do suggest them that for the interview no need to go for the current affairs of last 6 months, last 3 months, very close to the interview you need to cover the current affairs part, and the topics in the banking awareness, which topic they need to prefer. A little guidance from
Yeah,
you, sir, over it.
exactly. Because in the interview, first and foremost thing required is about introduction. Like say, there may be some people who are going towards the end or in the middle, where the interviewers may just welcome you, they offer you seat, then straight away they go into the topic. Straight away they go into the question they have in mind. But in majority cases, there will be introduction. For the introduction, normally, I would suggest them to tell about their name, the native place from which they are coming, and then the maximum degree, that is post graduation or graduation, which they have studied. And they should also mention the subject. Simply, majority of the candidates, they simply say BE. They do not even say BE civil engineering, BE mechanical engineering. You should tell that. And if possible, you add also the name of the college where you studied, the year in which you concluded that. Then you can go to, if you have done post graduation, can tell about graduation, and about 12th, which school or college, and with the percentage of marks, if you have scored more than 70 or 80, and if you have done any achievements in this college or school, you can tell them about the achievements or some certificates or extracurricular activities you perform, you can tell like that. They won't allow you to talk up to this much. Invariably, they will put one question to you. First, why should we select you? Like that, they will come with a question. Why should we select you? In that case, you must be able to tell about your strengths and correlate with your achievements and tell them, for these reasons, I would like you to select me. And invariably, there will be a question on, say, what do you know about the State Bank of India? So I would request the candidates to go through and the website of State Bank of India and get to know the important details like the figure of State Bank of India as on 30th September. You know, in 30th September quarter, State Bank of India has done two milestones. One is they have crossed the 100 trillion business, that is your deposits plus advances. It has crossed. One is 59, other is 42, something like that, or exactly 100 lakh crores. It has crossed that one. So you can go through the materials like this. What is the total deposits? What is the total advances? What is the gross NPA? What is the net NPA percentage, not amount? What is a return on assets? What is a return on equity? What is the capital adequacy ratio? New candidates who are not from commerce, they may be thinking, hey, what is this? It is not, it may be appearing slightly tougher. It's not so, but if you can read and understand them, it will be good. But all these questions are a must for a candidate who has studied commerce. So please prepare about State Bank of India. And I would request the candidates to go through the website and get to know about popular schemes in deposits, in advances, especially what is that they call retail advances. You should go through that. And more important is government deposit schemes like Public Provident Fund, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, like these financial inclusion oriented schemes. You must know, not invariably, sometimes they will stop by asking you what are the three deposit schemes you are familiar, government schemes. You can tell the name. But sometimes, if your luck is not good, they will ask you to please tell me some points about it. Or supposing you tell Public Provident Fund, they will ask you, is it for 2 years or 3 years? Then you must be able to say, no, sir, it is for 15 years. Then if you talk about Sukanya Samriddhi, they may ask you, oh, Sukanya Samriddhi, for whom it can be opened? Can it be opened for boys? Then you have to tell it is for girls below the age of 10, something like that. You must be able to tell that also. So this is about the State Bank of India from the angle of their business. And most important is basic savings bank deposit account and basic savings bank deposit small account. What is the difference between these two? You can get to know like that. Invariably, the favorite question in interviews is, what is difference between savings bank and current account? What is CASA deposit? What is the CASA deposit percentage of our bank? Like that, they will ask you, and you must be able to tell you. If you study well, you will be able to do that. So this is subject oriented and bank oriented. And please also go through the Surya Gar scheme and other government schemes like PM Fasal Bima Yojana, especially agriculture candidate. They must show more interest on agriculture oriented questions like what is Kisan credit card? What are the term loans for which we are giving? Like that, you should go through. And also Kisan Fasal Bima Yojana and all that you should prepare. And also what are the other schemes for which agriculture is given. And they will get questions compared to what is the position of agriculture in our country now? What are the problems agriculture is facing? Like that, the discussion will go round and round. Agriculture candidates, commerce candidates, economics candidates, you have a tough time. you will have lot of questions covering all these aspects. But then apart from this, about State Bank of India, please go through the awards they have received recently. This information can be used by you when they ask you question, what do you know about State Bank? Then probably you can use that awards also. Not only awards, you should also try to know about the corporate social responsibility done by State Bank of India, and commerce students, MCOM students, chartered account students. They should also know the various rules regarding corporate social responsibility, which company should invest, how much they should invest, all those things. And above all, you must know the corporate social responsibility activities of State Bank of India in your state. That will be the best thing. Once you do this, thereafter you may get questions like general questions are what is KYC, why KYC, like these questions will come on deposits. Then most favorite question is how banks make profit. What are the sources of income for the bank? This is a very favorite question in majority of interviews. Please prepare on them. Prepare about the loans. So why a bank is giving loan? Then what are the advantages of for giving loan? How a bank is protecting itself about the loan? When we talk like this and come, you may come across a situation, they will raise a question about priority sector. So first and foremost thing important is please go through the 8 sectors or so given in RBI circular, rbi.org.in. Go through that and get to know that. Once you go to the RBI site, please be aware of the interest rates like repo rate, standing deposit facility rate, then see the bank rate, then the marginal MSF. What are the rates for this 5 point? One is first 5.5, 5.25, 5.75, 5.75. Thereafter CRR, right today it is 3.25. From 29th, it is going to become 3%. They may raise a question, why CRR is being reduced? What is the object of this? So for that, you must be thorough with monetary policy stands taken by them. Now, the stands taken by RBI is one of, say, neutral. Neither are they trying to increase the money in supply or are they reducing the supply. It is a neutral stand. So they may ask you about this rates also. Once you do that, some questions on deposit and a few questions on advances, like say the security and all that. Next one is say what are the different types of advances we give and what is mortgage, what is hypothecation, what is pledge. Like this, the questions can go. And sometimes they may ask questions relating to your subject. But in SBI, I think last year, I'm not sure. Earlier they were asking more questions relating to their own subject. But I think nowadays it may be less. However, be ready for questions relating to your subject. For commerce students, it is not a problem. We get a lot of questions. They can prepare. For others, you can always use websites like our indiabix.com or say freshersworld.com or indeed.com. So many sites are there. You can try to go and get to know the questions. Maybe they will ask, mostly they will not ask. And lastly, what is important is about the current affairs. In case of current affairs, please start reading newspaper at least from today. One normal newspaper like Express or Times of India or Hindu, and another one Economic Times or Financial Express or Business Star. Any one magazine you read regularly, update your knowledge. But the interview, you need not, as our sir said rightly, you need not worry about very old things like 6 months and all as you are asked in examinations. However, sometimes they ask recent interviews and all, most of the people were asked, who is the Vice President of India? because his election took place. So whatever has happened within the last 15, 30 days, they will ask. In fact, I used to tell the candidates, you should know what has happened yesterday, today, and tomorrow also. You must be able to guess what is happening tomorrow. You tell about it. Invariably, interviewers are very liberal. They are not very strict. They will not pressurize you. They will ask something related to your state. So be thorough about your state, number of districts, your district. I suggest people to know about the collector of your place, your high court judge, governor. But invariably, our interviews, they stop by asking one or two union ministers like MSME, and then finance minister, then agriculture minister, education minister, then state level, some minister's name and all they may ask you. Please prepare for them also. General knowledge or current affairs is not a very tough thing, but you must start reading newspapers right from today till your interview day. And before going for the interview, you must check Bombay Stock Exchange Sensex, Nifty Sensex, and what is the share price of State Bank of India? What is the price on that day? Today's price maybe will know. But when you go for the interview, at least know what was the share price the previous day. Or nowadays, you can see the share price in the mobile itself easily. So please do that and know about market capitalization. What is market capitalization? Number of shares issued by a bank multiplied by the share price today. That will give you market cap. This will be asked only for commerce student, not for everybody. So please be ready with that also. And RBI rates also, you see. You also get to know about foreign exchange. What is the foreign exchange reserves recently? Please get to know that also. Once you are thorough with all these things, your interview must be very easy for you. And go as a confident person and practice more mocks along with your friends or with other teachers so that you are able to answer them very well. So, would you like me to add some other points?
Enough, sir. I think you have given the clarity about everything. And the topic, like sir told, you need to check the last quarter report of State Bank of India or the recent data regarding State Bank of India. Like recently, SBI have crossed the market capitalization of 100 billion market cap. SBI have crossed. Such type of data already we have covered within your interview batch. You simply need to follow your batch, follow the classes. Within the batch, I have discussed about the last quarter report, last financial report, quarter one report. So what is the NIM of SBI? What is the CAR of SBI? Net profit, gross, net NPA, gross NPA, everything is there within your batch. So you need to save your time. Save your time. Simply go with the batch, complete the topic, and then go for the mock interview. Give the mock interview confidently and go for the interview properly. Means
The
mock will
chairman's
be
name
the
and all.
test.
You must
Yes,
know
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
chairman's name also. Yeah.
Yes. So I have shared all these information within the batch with the candidates. So they simply can just go through with the sessions, so they can save the time. And what I feel that instead of searching the topic, if they have the content, they can revise it multiple times. So they will be more confident around it. So
Yeah.
revision is
I wish
important.
I wish the candidates join Guidely and take proper guidance from you and other teachers who can guide them well. That's very nice.
Yes. So these are the things, guys, from our side. Thank you to sir as well. Today, sir have taken out the precious time for all of you to give the guidance. We'll conduct a similar type of session in the upcoming days as well. And when you will be joining the mock interview, you may see sir also to take your mock interview in the upcoming days. So all the best to everyone.